Hello and welcome to today's video. We are here for Season 1, Episode number 4 of our NASCAR Xfinity series videos here of NASCAR Heat 2. For the first time, where this series belongs on a Saturday, we bring you guys NASCAR Heat 2. So, with a quick look here at the grid, we see myself with 3 points. 3 wins, 19 playoff points. Daniel Suarez with 1 win, 6 playoff points. Eric Jones with 1 win, 8 playoff points. And Justin Allgaier with 1 win and 7 playoff points. Also, Elliott Sadler has 2 playoff points. And is that it for everybody with playoff points? Or does somebody else randomly have a playoff point that I don't know? No, that's it. Typically the top cars are going to have playoff points. Typically that's going to work out. So Elliott Sadler actually is 3rd overall points, so basically the top cars on the grid are the top cars points-wise. So, today we're going to go to Martinsville. Today we're going to go to Bristol and Richmond. I'm not used to the fact that Xfinity doesn't do Martinsville. Alright, so let's go to Bristol first and see if we can get another win instead of make a comeback from the bad luck that we had in... Alright guys, so I did it again, same thing I did at Texas. I accidentally hit next session instead of qualify. Boy! I really tried there to not get into him, but he came down as I went up the track, so... lap 1 we had a car get spun out here. Now we should be able to drive up to the front here. So no real big concerns with the fact we didn't get to qualify, considering Bristol we drove to the front in our previous series, and I've done it multiple times since I've had this game. That's the thing. So I've had fun driving the Xfinity cars, so they've probably been my favorite series to race. I don't know. It's just been something about the Xfinity cars that I really liked. Even though they're so close to the Cup cars and they're like same tracks. I did like the trucks though, racing in some of the different tracks the trucks have. Like Eldora was amazing to race at. And Canadian Tire Park has been really fun for the trucks as well. For the Xfinity series, I really liked racing Road America. That was probably the best track for this series. I've struggled with Iowa. Iowa's been my struggle track of NASCAR Heat 2 of every track in the game. Iowa has just been a bad track. I've been able to get some top 10s there, but that's one of the tracks that I was not able to secure a win at yet. Boy. So Siri activated when I said series. So the whole time I was just talking, now Siri's like, I don't know that. Because I said series and I thought I was saying Siri. I'm like, how did it get activated? And I'm like, that's how. Series. So yeah, I don't know. I've just thought this has been a... Oh, I think I said, hey, this series. There you go. That's what it was. I said that again and it just activated it. So, that lap traffic there just got me the lead at Bristol. Going to lap number 10. Can we get the race? Can we get that stage point playoff? Alright, lap traffic, you better not hold me up now. No, we're good. Elliott Sadler's way behind there. These cars will not be a factor. Go. Stage win number 1. Alright, so basically, racing at Mid-Ohio has been a shocking track as well. It's an interesting road course, but I just haven't really gotten it down as well as I thought it would. So, I don't know. I think it's just that first turn. But after that first turn, I think that I was thinking about when I did my other race there, and it wasn't actually as bad as I just thought it was. The first couple races I did, they were pretty bad. But the last time, I was really starting to get it down, and we raced fairly well there. So I just think for myself, it's Iowa is a really difficult track that I haven't really been able to master. I don't really know, because most of the tracks I think since I watch the races and I learn the lanes to run, and then I remember it, I just do it pretty well. But Iowa, I watched like one race there in like 2015, and I didn't really care. I was just like super hyped that it was a different track that I'd never seen. And of course, for road courses, it's not so much like, oh wow, look at the line you have to run. It's more just hitting all the curbs, right? And I can really see where that is. So, I went to Road America in Mid Ohio only watching the 2016 races there. And I got it down because it wasn't so much, oh, how do you hit the turns here? It's more, alright, I got it. Same with the Canadian Tire Park. I watched the 2016 race there, and that was it. I got the track down pretty well, pretty easy, pretty quickly. So that was the thing. And Eldora, I watched the race there for the past couple years. Plus, having watched just the summer, it's still pretty fresh in my mind. How you run that track. We're short tracking it out here for the lead. Now, is Keselowski's car damaged? I think it is, because he just slowed way down. Because we were short tracking it out here. You gotta throw your car into the wall every time. Nah, but that was a pretty good battle there we had for a couple laps. And what I did notice with the Xfinity cars is that you can see the base that they're built on, because they're built on this little platform that the car is. And once you take enough damage to the rear of this car, you can really see with the Xfinity cars. You can't see with the trucks or the Cup cars. Only the Xfinity car, you see that square, the little square white bit there, so you can really see what these cars are built on. It's cool, I guess. But do what you must. 2 laps to go in this stage. Trying to get a second stage win here at Bristol. After Keselowski, Sadler, and myself all had a great battle for the lead here. We all went in the wall, had a little bit of damage, but made us better people. Nah, you're going a lap down, my boy. You're going a lap down. I'm not letting you not. So are you, my boy. I don't know if I was going to say 20 car. I don't know if the 14 car got his lap back. I don't know. Alright, here we go. We should have a pit. No, we're fine. Alright, here we go. Blake Cook. Actually, going to fall back. There we go. That's a good spot to be. Not too far back, but you still got to run up a little bit more. Plus, maybe we can get into a good battle for the win here again. Like we did a couple laps ago for that stage. Oh, I forgot I have to wreck you still, Suarez. I messed you up at Texas, but I did not wreck you at Texas. Now, Aaron Jones was unable to get that win at Texas. I thought he was going to. I thought he was well on his way. But he did not get the win there. Now, the thing about going to tracks like Texas is that I had a bad run there the first time, but I know we're heading back there later in the season, so I'm not super concerned that it's on my list of tracks that I didn't win at. The only one that I'm really sad that's on there is the other two. because we only go to them once a season. So they have to wait until like November to try to get another win to try to get a win at Atlanta and Auto Club. It's the same with the road courses. We want to try to get them off the list this year, this season, so that way next season we don't have to have it on us for a whole season that we didn't win the road courses. So Watkins Glen, Mid Ohio, Road America. That was gonna be fun because we get to do 3 road courses in a span of 4 times, 4 races, and then Bristol's in between. So that's gonna be a really fun time. Tracks that I really like to race: Bristol, Watkins Glen, Mid Ohio, Road America. Road courses, short tracks, those are what are fun. And Atlanta. Our dad on the bottom of Sadler. It's a yikes though, I took some damage. I was able to keep it in the gas, but I took a lot of damage. So how far ahead am I? 1.8. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see if they can make a comeback or if I'm just going to pull away now that Sadler and I had our crash. Alright, up the track we go into the wall here. Just a couple laps to go. 4 to go for the NASCAR Xfinity Series race at Bristol. Next up, we head to Richmond, where things are going to be pretty spicy there. We're going for win number 4 on the season right now. And I think we have this race well at hand. The next closest competitor at the moment is Blake Cook, 5 seconds behind, and with just 3 laps to go at the line. 1 lap to go at the line. I thought it was 3 laps at the line. 1 lap to go. This is it. Lap 41 of 41. We're going to the corner here and get ourselves. No, guys, I didn't mess up. I genuinely qualified last this time. Alright. Great run here into the corner, though. Alright, here we go. Into the corner. Let's see if we can get some more points here. We had a great Bristol race. We got a lot of points. Got a lot of points. We are looking spicy in the standings. That was our first Xfinity win of the week. And it was our 3rd race overall, but our 3rd win, first win of the week. And it came in the 3rd race. It was our 2nd total NASCAR heat win this week, as we won Martinsville with the trucks. We came here trying to win Richmond and get 3 short track wins here this week for NASCAR Heat 2 Series overall. We still have the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series to play. We have 4 more races to do this week. And we're going to find out how many more wins we can add to our win total this week. I just spun a guy a little bit and he bounced up the track and got into me. God damn it. Richmond's such a difficult track to make up a lot of ground at that really sucked. That sucked. Because I hit him a little bit, and as he went around, the back end of his car just got into mine, and there was nothing I could do. Like, I'm not just gonna sit here and be like, oh no. There's nothing I could do. I got into his bumper and we both went around. It's okay. End this stage relatively bad. And we're going to make it difficult on ourselves to get ahead at Richmond, but that's the end of stage number 1. There we go. We have to put ourselves in a position to win the race. And was that a gamble to say, oh, I'll stay out here where everybody else pits? Yeah. But we have to play a little bit risky considering the fact that we crashed early in the race and put ourselves in a hole. And the only way to really help ourselves out here is if we can come out here, win stage 2, then pit. Say we win stage 2, that takes away one of these guys from winning a stage. Plus it lessens the impact of the wreck, or not the wreck, but the result that we may get by pitting and being stuck in the back. Because we wouldn't get to the front here in 9 laps from pitting last and going to the back. We wouldn't do it. It's not going to happen. So, say we don't win the stage, okay? Say we don't win this stage, but we still finish second, okay? There's a lot of points that we will earn for that. Where, if we didn't, we just rode around in the back, that's more points we're giving out to the competitors that are these guys right behind me. Blake Cook, Eric Jones, Daniel Suarez, Ryan Reed. You know, those guys that are ahead of right now. You know, Ty Dillon's in this too, isn't he? I was saying in the last episode the Cup drivers that are in this. I forgot Ty Dillon's a Cup driver. Yikes. That's the thing. So there's a lot of drivers that are up here that I'm competing against points-wise, and maybe I give up the lead in 4 laps from now, and the end of stage 2 happens. But that's the calls you have to make. With stage racing, there's a lot more strategy in it, because that caution wouldn't have happened in our previous NASCAR series. You know, I would have spun out, I'd have been in the back, and I would have driven my way to the front, and I would have had to hope for another caution. But here, the stage racing has given me a caution, okay, and put me in a situation that I can earn points off of what could be, and what may wind up being, a very bad race for me. Now, if I pit now, and we get a caution soon, and that puts me into a position where I'm doing good, then maybe we're able to salvage something and get a decent finish out of it. But for now, the fact that I've came up here on old tires and led this race up to this point with 1 to go in stage number 2, and I have a very good chance of adding to my total of playoff points and getting myself another point in general, or getting myself another 10 points for a stage win, which we're going to get right here. This strategy is going to help, because now we get that stage 2 victory. Okay, we got the stage 2 victory. we're going to pit for 2 tires and fuel. It's going to drop us back to 38th now. So we lost 37 spots on having to pit. Because we could technically stay out, but we'd have to pit at some point anyways. So now all we can hope for is the fact that I can drive up through this field and then hope for a caution. Because I'm on now newer tires than the whole field. Because assuming my car can do on old tires, I was able to hold off a charging Ryan Reed and a charging Ty Dillon. So maybe in 10 laps, which is the same amount that stage was, so that's a long time, I can get myself back up to the front. And we might actually end up in a situation where everything works out fine. But if I can't get myself back up to the front, I have given myself a great amount of points already. 10 points and a playoff point. You know? We're doing good even if we don't win this race. You know, Richmond is going to put us in a situation that we can come in here decent even though we crashed in the beginning of the race. And even if we finish in 11th right now, you know, or whatever we do. No matter where we come out at the end of this race, I want a stage, and that's helpful. Because that's 10 points, that's going to give us more points going forward that help us if we do have a terrible race. Because coming up to Talladega, okay? If we can't move our way through the field at Talladega at all, which it is difficult in this game compared to NASCAR Heat Evolution, you have a little bit more of a tough time getting through the field. Because everybody is packed up a little bit better. They've done a good job in this game making it more realistic. So it is a little bit more difficult to get up to the front at Talladega. And there is the fact that it is Talladega, and we could get into a wreck, and we might not get any stage points, and we might finish towards the back of the field at that track. But what matters is the fact that coming from this race, we got a lot of points. Plus we have that stage when I talked about that, and now I've driven myself up to 3rd. With 5 to go, I am in 3rd place, racing here with Michael Lynette. Can we drive past 2 more cars in 5 laps? 4 laps to go now at Richmond. Ryan Reed and Elliott Sadler are the only 2 cars in front of me. Neither one of them with a win yet this season either. 3 laps to go for Ryan Reed and Elliott Sadler to try and hold me off and try and get themselves in a position to automatically go to the playoffs. And I just got up to Ryan Reed's bumper here, so it's going to get good in the last 2 laps here of Richmond. Ryan Reed shot up the track there. It's just myself and Elliott Sadler now. With 2 laps to go, it's a junior motorsports battle. I already have 4 wins this season. Elliott Sadler without a win. On the high side. Final lap. I've made the pass to win the race and recover from everything that I said had happened. Elliott Sadler coming back on the bottom. You know how to block hard into the corner? He actually is going to beat me. Holy shit. Elliott Sadler with the win. We're going to get 2nd place just because I entered behind another goddamn turn. Elliott Sadler moves himself into the playoffs. Let's find out how we're doing here on the playoff list thingy. We're lords. We're lords. Alright, that's that.